Eddie Van Halen here, telling you, keep playing, man. Gotta keep playing. It's the only thing there is. Music, man. Keep playing. All right? I'm gonna come looking for you if you don't.
Wanna see my country?
Ooh, right on. Got stuck there for some reason. I'll have to check that out later. What is up? What is up? What is happening, boys and girls? We are here. It is TransTrem Thursday on June 5th, 2025. 9:10 p.m. of the Eastern Standard Persuasion. So welcome in, boys. What is going on? We have got Mr. Symmetry Trev, John
Still alive.
Jimmy the Nibbler over in the corner, and Randy the Red Bull R5 Ripper right there. Welcome in, boys. What is going on? First and foremost,
Mike there, buddy.
what?
Who?
What?
What?
Who's Mike? What?
You're humming when you speak.
Well, I can't help that. I got some kind of interference with computers and, EMG lights or whatever. I don't know.
You want to get annoyed by a hum? Come put my headphones on. There's some low frequency hum in here that I cannot figure out what it is.
It's the spaceship over Atlanta. That's what it is.
From time to time, I'll get some kind of little hum from computer or something. I don't know.
That's what I think. That's what I think. Because this is a very low frequency hum. I think it's the PC.
Yeah. So fortunately, you won't hear it when I play guitar, but it'll be annoying for a little bit, I guess.
It's not that bad, man.
It is what it is. So,
yeah.
Welcome in, boys. First and foremost, I want to see how the Metallica show was. Mr. Randy on Tuesday night went to Metallica. So overall, just a real quick, summarization of how your time was and how you enjoyed it.
Bruh.
Good, huh?
It was Metallica. No, and I know there's people that feel certain ways about Metallica. I don't give a fuck. They're awesome. If you don't like them, you're missing out.
Right.
No, it was, for the most part, since they're doing the 2-night thing and Atlanta was only a 1-night thing, the set, for the most part, was pretty stock.
Mm-hmm.
They
Pretty plain Jane.
Well, they only do like 16 songs now because, they're in their 60s.
Only.
And, they've got like the core, like 7 or 8 songs that are always there. And then they have another 7 or so that get kind of rotated in and out. Mm-hmm. So I've seen them. I don't remember if that's my 5th or my 6th Metallica show, but they actually played 2 songs that I've never heard them do live. So I've never seen them do King Nothing, and they played King Nothing. And the highlight for me of the entire show was they broke out Orion.
Yeah, that's awesome, man.
They played Orion, which was fucking badass.
Well, I had heard that when they were doing the multiple shows, they were trying to keep it changed up and were playing different songs throughout. The different shows. If
you go to one of the no repeat weekends, both nights are completely different sets. There's no repeated songs.
Gotcha.
So, but it was, like I said, for the most part, it was a stock set list. They played 2 songs off their latest album. I think they played 2 off Death Magnetic, Cyanide, and Day That Never Comes. And then, the rest of it. Yeah, they opened with Creeping Death, so straight into For Whom the Bell Tolls. And then the final 5 was like Nothing Else Matters, Sad But True.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see.
The old classic go-tos.
Yeah, your final 2 were Master of Puppets and Enter Sandman, and it was pretty cool. That show was not sold out. The seats were pretty packed all the way up in the nosebleeds and in the club level where we were. There was still room on the floor, but I mean, dude, that Mercedes-Benz Stadium holds 70-something thousand people.
It's huge, yeah.
So when they played Master of Puppets, and I know that's had its huge resurgence from Stranger Things and Enter Sandman, the crowd. You say it's gay until you're in the moment and they're doing it.
Yeah, you'd be right wrapped up.
The whole stadium freaking rocking.
The whole stadium is louder than Hetfield himself.
Yeah.
Right.
And I'll give it to him. He, he's been having some on and off nights vocally, and he sounded pretty damn good the other night.
Nice.
Kurt played really well. Lars,
Did he
Lars,
how many wahs did he have around the stage?
there's like 8.
That's awesome.
I'm
Lars is-
surprised he didn't have them strapped to his feet.
Well, Lars has got 4 separate drum sets that pop up. He'll play 3 or 4 songs here, then he moves to this one, then he moves to this one, then to this one, and they'll rotate them where they face different directions after a couple songs. And
Oh, cool.
How was his
But,
playing?
he was Lars, dude. He does what he does. I know people nowadays hate Lars, but
Trash
always-
can banging loud.
Seems like there's a lot of unwarranted hate on Instagram, especially for him.
yeah, him and Kurt both. But you know, go out there and see them live and watch them do it. And
And always remember that those jokers are way richer than any of us. So
right, and you know, when it comes to guitar players, you know, so many people bitch about Kirk and his wah wah and how in the last 20 years he just doesn't care about writing solos and stuff. And the people that sit there and dog him non-stop couldn't play one of his solos off the Injustice for All album.
right.
You know,
I don't even think he can.
I mean, I watched him do it, so.
Yeah.
But you know, and Lars is Lars, man. Is Lars the drummer he was in 88, 89? No. You know, he's gotten worse, but he holds the groove live.
He does hold the groove. That's the biggest thing. I was wondering.
Yep.
Well, it's funny, if you ever watch that dynamic, Lars follows James. James doesn't follow Lars. So
Right.
Lars just, there's always some kind of signaling, eye contact, head nods, whatever between those two. And you can 100% tell that Lars follows James. So,
It's usually a bass player and drummer being in the pocket together.
well, Rob Trujillo's over here on the other side of the stage, like crab walking and shit, playing everything perfectly. So, but
That must have been good, though. You had a good view. I saw your video there. You were.
yeah, you know, being in the round helps. You know, I saw them at Mercedes-Benz 4 years ago, and it was at the ATL Live thing they do every year with different bands. And the stage was on one side of the arena, and the sound was horrible. The way the roof is designed of that stadium, the sound is terrible. Having them in the round, in the middle of the thing with the big 8 tower video screen things with the you know, your mains on those, the sound was 100 times better.
Wow.
But
Well, you
yeah,
have to wonder if maybe the sound would be better if they opened up the roof a little bit.
yeah, I was actually kind of surprised because most of these stadiums they've been playing at that have retractable roofs have had them open, and they didn't open the roof the other night at all. We
That
did.
was the DB level.
It wasn't blow your ears out.
Yeah.
You know, it was loud. It was loud enough that you couldn't stand next to. You know, I couldn't look over there and talk to my buddy without yelling in his ear.
Right.
You know, but I think it was a great show. I think they were better this time than when I saw them in 21, and I love that show.
Right.
Are they what they were when I saw them with Lamb of God in 09? No, that show was awesome. They were great.
Legacy act, man.
They are. I mean, you can't tell when you're standing in the crowd that they're playing Axe Effects.
You
I
can't,
mean,
eh?
no, there's no
that
way in
sounds
hell.
good.
Yes, there is no, because I mean, I've seen them on real amps, and you know they're using captures from the normal amps that they use.
Yeah.
But you standing in that crowd, dude, there is no way in hell you would be able to tell that that's not Hetfield's Triaxis in a VH4 versus an Axe 3.
Wow.
And you got to think they have that down to a bloody science now.
Right.
Totally. Yeah.
We missed Suicidal Tendencies because my buddy didn't get out of work till 5:30. Apparently, Rob Trujillo's son played bass with him.
Oh, wow.
That
Okay.
night too. But we got
Love
there.
those guys.
We missed like the first 4 songs of Pantera's set, and caught the remaining 3/4 of it or whatever. You know, it's Phil. Phil sounded like Phil. Rex sounded like Rex. Watching Zach play dime solos wrong was kind of weird.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, like the section in the walk solo where he does the tap and drag like that.
Yeah.
Zach's not playing it that way. he's playing like picks and he's like slide bends.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just kind of
He's
like
being Zach.
you know, he's like 80%. You know, his tone it is not drenched in chorus and all like normal, which he's using a lot of Dime's old gear. And Grady Champion, Dimebag's longtime best friend in tech, is running Zach's stuff for most of the shows. But they sounded
Still running
good.
his Marshalls.
He's using those prototype wild amplifications. And he's using a lot of Dime's rack gear. Like the MXR flanger doublers there. Some other stuff. But the cool thing is Charlie Benante drumming. What he's doing is his drums are mic'd, but he has triggers on them as well. And he's using stems from Vinnie Paul's studio drum sound with sent to front of house, and front of house is blending the two. So you get that really loud, just booming snare sound, and the kicks sound like Vinnie's kicks, and you know.
That's cool.
They sounded really good.
Nice.
So
Well, that's awesome.
it was cool, man.
Would recommend.
Definitely, if you go to Mercedes-Benz Stadium for like whatever, get the club seats because that shit's worth it.
Nice.
All-inclusive food, beverages, private bathrooms.
Well, boys, let's
Really,
let's open up the chat. See who pops out today. Let's see. We've got Earl Coli is here tonight. Good to see you, E. Coli. What is happening? We've got channel member Chuck C saying hey to the Shredders. Good to see you, Chuck. We've also got Yostinator in the house. Put your hands together for Mr. Randy Price, Sexual Vanilla. Good to see you, Yost. We've also got Tim Thomas is here. Good to see you, Tim. Let's see. We've got channel member Cucumber, CMBR. That's right. Legends Return. We got Wall of Cries. It's here. Just here for the free food. You're going to starve. Nothing here.
You need to make another masked appearance there, buddy.
We got Stu Petty is here. Trans Thursday. That's right. TransTrem Thursday. In case you don't know, I have a Steinberger TransTrem equipped guitar. This is my he, she, they, them guitar. And it's got a TransTrem on it, which pitches up the strings in tune with each other. So thus the name of the show. TransTrem Thursday. He, she, them, they. All right. Let's see.
Fuck off with that shit.
We got channel member Six Fingered Assault. Miles is here saying good day, y'all. I guess it would be day for him, right? Good to see you, Miles.
Yeah.
Let's see. We've got channel member Hip Metalworks is here. Good to see you, Ken. Right on. We've got channel member Stephen Franklin. Beat the crew here. That's right, man. That's right. It's always good to be early. Stephen Franklin, of course, the sponsor for the latest giveaway. We will be giving some stuff away mid-August. And we've got some stuff for channel subscribers, some picks, some strings, some straps and things. And we also have the grand prize, the Boss GT1000 that I'm looking at right over there. Kindly donated by Mr. Stephen Franklin. And that will be given away to one of our channel members. So for as many months as you have been a member, you will get an entry in such that if you've been a member for 20 months, you will get 2 entries. I don't know. I'll have to look at that. But you'll get multiple entries for the longer months that you've been here. So appreciate Mr. Stephen Franklin. Glad to have you here. And thank you for the channel support, man. We've got channel member, crew member, and panel member, executive producer, Asymmetry.
Still alive.
He's still here.
Symmetry.
Still surviving. Good to have you back, man.
Take a day to hydrate, fully recover.
Right on. We've got channel member Hillary is here saying happy Thursday, y'all. Happy Thursday right back at you. And say hey to that little one. We've got channel member Rob, a Blackmore official, is here saying good evening. Good to see you, Rob. And we have the one, the only channel member, Dan Gorman, is here saying hey, good people.
How you doing?
Hey, Dan.
He's not going to do it. Oh, what a letdown, Randy.
I don't have it in my fingers tonight, man.
Oh,
I can't
jeez.
do that. Take care of it, man. I can't do them.
I don't have a drop. There we go.
When you
We got
first
it out of
started
there.
that, I thought, Jesus Christ, Ryan's been practicing.
Nope, wasn't me. Channel member Florida Claimers Ted is here hanging out. Transgender Thursday. That's right. That's right. Hey, look here. We got Butt Cheeks. Brendan B Squared is here, who will be starting a show with Ed in the fall, I think is what's going on. And
Not
I don't
on
know
Saturday night.
I don't think it'll be Saturday. Man, they were all over me on Under the Bus Network
They
last
went
night.
hard at you.
Yeah. Brendan's like, man, you stuck a fork in us. We're not even
still warm,
cold
man."
yet. Yeah, we're still warm. Opportunity knocks. You gotta jump on it, right? I mean, you gotta take
Fucking
it.
America, man.
You gotta get it, man. So you gotta seize the moment. Isn't that what they say? Let's see.
3 to 6 on Sunday, so shut up.
All yours, all open. Church going folk, when they get back, can watch. Let's see. Scrolling on down. Who did we miss here? Scrolling. We've got CLS. Christopher Live Sova is here.
How you doing, brother?
Says, I'm here for the Boner Jams versus OU8127 head-to-head battle. Every penny I own is on Ryan. Obviously, we were jesting around a little bit last night. He's talking about Boner challenged me to learn some Slipknot or something, and somebody else challenged him to learn Ain't Talking About Love, which is probably one of the easiest Van Halen tunes to learn. But we'll see what happens. We've got channel member Bo, Guitar Man 45, saying hey to the crew. Right on. Mobile at the Token Lounge, checking out some bands here. Think they're called the Dead Dead's kind of cool. Right on, man. Let us know how that goes. Channel member Blue Mox saying cheers to everybody. Welcome in, Blue. Let's see. We've got channel member Anti DIY HVAC. What is going on? And welcome in. Good to see you back. I think we said hey to Rob Blackmore Official. We're going to keep scrolling here. We've got Kurt 5150 is here. Good to see you, Kurt.
Oh, you're my boy!
There he is. What is going on, Kurt? Says, hey boys, OU812, Symmetry, John Shane, Randy Price, and Jimmy the Nibbler, a biter.
This guy, man.
Welcome in, Kurt. Let's see. Did we say hey to Tim Thomas? I think we did, but we're going to say it again. Always good to see you, Tim, man. Welcome
Thomas
in.
of the Tim.
Right on. Let's see. There is channel member searching for tone. I don't have a link. I need to put a link up for his channel. Maybe Trev can find one. Searching
dude.
for tone.
Good channel.
Super cool dude. Cool channel.
Yeah.
I didn't realize, I've watched a few times when I can make it over there. And dude gives a bunch of stuff away.
Yeah,
And
absolutely.
just open to anybody. I was really surprised. He had a little spreadsheet, which is cool. And you fill it out. It's a little disclaimer. If you want to pay for shipping to out of the U.S. or whatever. Really cool setup. Really cool, awesome stuff. And giving guitars away and stuff over there. Really cool. So
Straight up dude, too, right? Just
Make
say it
sure
like it is.
to go over, check out Searching for Tone. Click the link that Trev is putting in here and hit subscribe. Watch a couple of his videos, hit like, and go check him out while he's live. Really cool stuff, man.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Let's see. Scrolling on down. Hey, there's Arkansas is here saying hey to everyone. Good to see you, Arky. Thanks for being here.
So
Dan is saying, what did I miss? You missed your walk-on tune, Dan, if you're just now getting in here. Let's see. Scrolling. We've got Wayne McConnell is here. Who are you calling whippersnappers? Welcome in, Wayne. Channel member Martian Murray is here saying howdy, y'all. Good to see you, Martian Murray. E. coli, we said hey to Brian Peterson. Hello, guys. Saw Metallica in 88 when they were breaking at Monsters of Rock, Van Halen. Right on, man. Who else was there?
Seattle.
Yeah.
Van Halen, Dokken, Scorpions.
All that old
Come.
good stuff. Right on. We got channel member Some Dave Dude. Good to see my wizard alive. Are you his Gandalf?
He was on
Oh, you're
Saturday.
Right? Trev, I gotta hand it to you, man. I mean, Saturday morning, you know, I was getting up, I was getting ready to go pick up Randy, and we were going to go out and about, and we were going to go live here and there. And Trev was like, "Hey, dude, I'm up. I made a mistake of going to bed at like 8:30 last night, and I've been up since 3 a.m. He says, "You want to hang out for a bit?" And I says, "Well, I'm getting on the road." I said, "Why don't you fire up a live? And, you know, we'll jump in. Me and Randy will jump in a little later." And Symmetry.
Yeah.
Trev
An epic marathon.
just freaking took the reins and just ran like almost 9 hours of streaming. He ran out the limit of EV Muck's recording and had to restart the stream and continued on for another 4 hours.
It's awesome.
Freaking epic, man.
Yeah.
And that's why he was not here on Sunday, because he was recovering.
And with absolute full props for it, man. That was
Absolutely,
awesome.
man.
Yeah, man. That was killer.
Yeah, that one stream's got like almost 600 views now, I think, something like that. So right on, man. That was cool. Let's see, who else do we got here? We have channel member, the greasiest of greasy, a monkey.
Attention,
guitars.
attention. Could we have one Mr. Greasy Monkey Guitars report to the front? There's a case of grease there for you.
Good to see you, Greasy. Let's see. Who else do we've got? We have Rene Fernandez.
Rene Fernandez.
Great to see you, as always. Good to see you, man. Thanks for hanging out. Let's see. We said hey to Cucumber. Scrolling on down, I'm pretty sure we got Brian Peterson. Let's see. Kurt, I know we got. Stephen Franklin, have you tried the pedal ride? I have not. I have been super busy. You can ask these guys right here. I showed up 15 seconds before we started tonight. I've been super busy, and I haven't had a lot of time to get down here, practice to do anything. So I will eventually pull it out before the giveaway, and I'll try to get it hooked up and try to get it tone tested. So let's see. Keep on scrolling here. Who else do we have? Did we get Yostinator? I think we did. Yost says, now do my walkout tune, Randy. What you give is what you get.
That's Jimmy.
What you give is what you get.
Let's see. Scrolling. We just said hey to Renee. Trying to make sure I don't miss anybody. Right here, channel member Matt McCollum Music is here. Says, Ryan, you should bet Boner to play one of my songs in my tuning. I'll leave that between you two guys. We need to get Randy next time. We need to get Matt involved in some of our, escapades out and about. Yep. I don't think we can all three fit in my car, but we can figure something out.
Put him in the fucking boot.
There you go. I don't think there's enough room in there. We got Darboard is here saying, what's up, guys? He does have a van, I believe.
A Reaper van?
Maybe. He's got candy in the back.
White van.
He's got tassels going all the way around.
Candy inside.
And get carpeted on the dash and everything. Yeah. Cool stuff.
No Reaper, man.
Right on. Absolutely, man. Absolutely. Did we get a link in there? I think we did. So everybody make sure you check out Searching for Tone's channel. Cool stuff. He needs some more subs. Go over there and sub. Let's see. Scrolling on down. Scrolling. We got our Coal Life first one was in. Look at there. We got channel member Robbie Kramer Stengel. What's going on here, man? We're just hanging out. Mel Johnson is here. Says loud and clear in North Carolina. Right on. Good to see you. Good to have you here. Always nice for you to visit. And I think that we are caught up with the chat. We also need to give a shout out and a thank you to everybody that's been supporting the channel with channel membership. We do have channel membership available on the channel. There is a join button over underneath the video or a link in the description. So we want to say thank you to each and every one of our channel members. You have been a great help and support, more than you realize, for the strings and things, keeping the lights on, And everybody that has donated some memberships gifted to others, we thank you as well. So appreciation to all of our channel members. Thank you. Thank
Platinum
you.
members get a postcard of Jimmy's third ball.
We're going to be, hopefully, Randy and I may be heading out up towards the Charles Green area. And that might be a members only stream when we do that. So just saying it's going to be some content for our channel members. Let's see. Robbie says, what do you think of an electric violin with a Floyd Rose? I will make it happen. I wouldn't mind seeing it. I don't know that I would play it, but I wouldn't mind seeing it.
But, I mean, where are you going to put your chin? Because that's...
It'd be like,
That's the bar you got.
you do it with your
What if
chin.
the
Yeah.
bar's in the wrong
Helen
direction?
Keller.
You poke your eyeball out when you go.
Did we say hey to Mel Johnson? We're going to say it again if we didn't. Welcome in. Let's see. Rob says, heard Matt has purple fur dice hanging from the rearview mirror and disco lights in the back of that pimp vehicle. It's true.
He's even got a fog machine back there.
Like Christian's pretty
And a
handy.
bumper sticker that says, "Don't laugh, your daughter might be in here."
Yep.
He says, I'm downgrading my membership.
Doesn't want to see your third ball, Jimmy.
Let's see. Way Up Dude is here. Good to see you, man. Good to see you. And I know we said hey to Renee. All right. I tell you what. I'm about ready to jam out a little something. It is TransTrem Thursday, so I might as well do some TransTrem riffage. Let's see what I got in me tonight. it is a hot summer night here tonight. And that was for Kurt 5150 because he requested it. Right on, boys. Love playing that song. I don't care how many times everybody's heard it. I love playing it each and every time. So much fun. Kurt says, this just in. Quentin is having surgery on July 27th. More to come from the field later. Thank you for that report, Kurt 5150. I thought it was the 26th, but I guess it's been updated. Rob says penis extension surgery. What's that?
I didn't know they did hysterectomies on people that old.
Oh, no. Stu Petty says, I was 18 when that came out. Summer Nights 5150 album, you were 18? Right on. John says, I was 14. I was around the same age. I was 9th grade, I believe, when 5150 came out. Do the math. Let's see. Robbie says he was an old man, 24. Andy Carson, channel member is here. Says, sorry I'm late. I went to the local Asian wax house and got a full beastman. Nice. You totally bypassed the John DeShane, though, I'm hoping.
He's not just smooth, he's lesbo smooth.
Oh, my word. Welcome in, channel member Andy Carson. Good to see you, my friend. Good to see you.
This is a man who knows where to go to get a good hand job.
Oh, my word.
He knows.
Even if the plane ticket's expensive, it's probably worth it.
Uh-huh. Well, they don't cost but a pence, right?
I guess it depends on what country you're in.
Yes. And it's hot there, too.
Like a hot summer night?
Yes, exactly.
Well, what's next, boys? What's next? You guys want to play around? Got anything else to discuss and talk about?
Randy's.
Oh man, talkative group tonight. All right, everybody. Well, thanks for coming tonight. Let's see what else is going on in the chat. Everybody's saying hey to everybody. Robbie is putting his beaver in the chat. Let's see.
Is it Winona's big brown beaver?
If it ain't, it ought to be.
Yo says, you calm down, round eye. Anti-DIY. HVAC, I was 24. Guess I'm old. That would put you into your, well, we won't say.
I was 17, so I'd had my driver's license for a little over a year. Driving around in a Camaro, chirping gears, listening to that album. Auto reverse.
So Rob has a pretty good question here. After that Asian waxing, what kind of moisturizer do you use to keep it up? You know, to keep it smooth.
Jojoba butter.
Goodness. Robbie says there's never been a violin with a Floyd Rose. Would you have to make a miniature Floyd Rose? I mean, I don't know. A violin only has 4 strings, right?
Or a bigger violin.
Yeah.
Then it'd be a viola.
A viola.
Going on a cello, because now you don't have to worry about your chin. It's on the ground. You just have your...
Something like that. Yep. All right, boys. Who wants to do something?
You get one of those Steinberger bass TransTrems, 4-string bass. Put that on your cello. Stick that in the pipe and smoke it.
Put that on your cello and light it up.
Right.
Yep. So he would do a smaller, a custom-sized Floyd. So is it actually a Floyd Rose at that point? I mean, unless it's made by Floyd Rose.
Stingle Rose? Robbie Rose?
Anti-DIY says a violin with a Floyd is like a kangaroo on a pogo stick. Goodness.
Totally get the comparison.
I do as well. All right. Let's see. Let's find something to play. Let's do something. Natives are getting restless. What's this? No, we did that not long ago. Let's see what this is. No, that's nothing. Nah. There we go. Randy's all into this one. Is it just me, or is there's some cutting in and out?
Nope, it's clear as a bell to me
okay
over here.
It's clear for me.
All right, I'm gonna restart my browser.
What?
I'll be right back.
Easy.
About
Say
Let's try one in. Go ahead. Man.
I had that same thing like a week ago, and I had to restart my computer to fix that.
All right, we'll see if that fixes things. All right, let me get over here to the chat. We had some events happening in the chat as we were jamming there. Let's see. We had Boner Jams, channel member, made his way in, and he little cha-ching, cha-ching. Dollar. Boner Jams with the $9.99 super chat entrance saw Kurt 5150's ex-girlfriend the other day. The one that rocks the Fruit of the Looms with the dong holes in them. She says she misses Kurt's supple lips, but happy he has moved on. Happy Thursday, all. Hugs and kisses. Good to see you, Boner. And thank you for the channel support, man. We appreciate you.
Kurt's personal life.
They call each other. They talk
a lot.
all hours of every day. So they're very familiar. Let's see.
Together.
Hey, you never know what can happen. Let's see. Andy Carson says, Boner Jams is the only white man to make me moist. Does that mean that you typically prefer black guys, Asian guys?
He likes the big dongs.
The BBCs.
Yep. I just got a vision of fucking Boner bench pressing Kurt
You just got a vision of fucking Boner?
with his dinger hanging down and Boner go,
Oh, man. Okay.
That's the
I'm
kind
outta
of
here.
sick shit that runs through my head. Unbelievable. Like nothing normal would come in there. That's the first thing I see.
At least we're well
So
beyond
that's
the
why I
first
got
one.
the Instagram of the dude pounding shooting a nail through the end of it.
I gravitate towards the odd.
That's what's brought you here to this channel, I guess. All right, let's see what else is going on. Robbie says, a fun fact is that guitars have higher string tension than violins.
Yeah, you'd have to have little springs.
Let's see what else is going on. Kurt telling Boner Jams, hope your Thursday was full of time off requests and long lunch breaks. There was a little comment made on the Under the Bus Network, which has a link down in the description. Make sure you check them out if you hadn't already. But Boner was going off about employees that come up and go, yeah, I'm taking next Thursday off. Instead of asking proper etiquette, I'd like to be able to take next Thursday off, if I may. Let's see. Raider Rich, 760 SoCal is here. Says that sounded like the ending credits to a badass action movie.
Kind of.
Right on, man. Welcome in. Glad to have you here tonight.
Can I just book in Boner Jam's comment last night? Because I get that at work quite a bit. And it's
Requesting isolation?
well, no, the telling business, right? Like guys will be, towards, I'm going home. I'm done. What?
Right.
Other guys, Matt, I'm really beat. Can we push this off? Sure, man. I'll make it happen, right?
Right.
Same thing with people, time off. I'm not going to be here tomorrow. Goodbye.
You may as well not come in the next day either.
Exactly.
Yeah. Yeah.
3-day weekend.
I get it, man.
Right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, I took,
Mark's gas station is here as well. Welcome in. Saying greeting to guys and gals. I don't know if there's many gals here. I know Arky's here. Good to see you, Mark's gas
Hillary's here.
station.
Arky, when you playing poker again?
I'm assuming Hillary's probably went back to bed.
Maybe.
Probably.
Maybe. She's probably lurking.
What were you about to say, Randy?
Oh, I took fucking Tuesday and Wednesday off because I'm getting older and can't recover from shows. I mean, it was 1:15 before I even got to the house afterwards.
Oh, wow.
And, it took us an hour to get out of the parking lot.
Yeah.
And, I told my service director a month ago, I need the 3rd and the 4th off. And June's the month where everybody and their brother at work wants to take a fucking week off. So he gave me a little bit of shit about it at first. I'm like, I don't care. I need the 3rd and the 4th off. I've got $900 something Metallica tickets. I'm not coming in the day after.
Right.
And he was like, all right, that's fine. And he logged it in his vacation calendar and all that crap. I come back today. Well, I'm getting text messages yesterday from the shop foreman who I told last week, remember, I'm not going to be here.
Right.
And the other service manager, it's like, where you at? Where you at? Where you at? And I finally texted him back at like 10 o'clock because they were doing this about the time he gets almost done with payroll. I'm like, hey, bud, make sure you put my vacation day on there on my payroll this week. Okay.
Really?
Well, today it's like, fuck, I didn't know you were taking Wednesday off too. Did you not check the vacation calendar? Everybody
Did you
else
not
knew.
look at the schedule? Yeah. So it goes both ways, yeah.
Well, who approved it? Your
Gotta have-
boss.
You got to have proper etiquette both ways for sure.
Exactly.
Well,
'Cause, I
he's
mean,
on
that's-
the big boss is on a cruise this week, so he wasn't there to remind him, hey, you know, I got Randy off the 3rd and the 4th.
Gotcha.
It's like I
This
told
next
y'all
time
this
you're
last
just
week.
gonna have to put a giant sign in your bay that says, "I'm fucking leaving."
This just in. Kurt5150 says, speaking of cutting in and out, Quentin, in case you didn't know, is having surgery on July 27th.
I don't know what the fuck that means, but
All the best to Quentin. We're all thinking of him and rooting and pulling for him. He's
Hope them
probably
C
gonna.
cups work out for you.
He's probably
GRS,
gonna.
yeah. Gender reassignment surgery.
He's probably gonna die though.
Can you imagine
let's
Quentin with a pair of 44M titties on him?
I think he already has them.
I
No, the
don't know
full
how
the
that would
full
work
thing
with
with the and then
back.
No.
cigarette.
No, John. No.
Cigarette.
No.
That would be awesome.
Oh man. BBC Boner Jams Blonde Curls.
Yep.
Let's see. Andy says, John, you should have been a fireman. Guess you got the mentality for it. Mark Spurgeon is here. Says, howdy, everyone. I'm lurking. Sorry, Mark.
Me too.
I'm sorry for the conversation that you're having to endure. Let's see. Rob says, write those scenarios down, John, and you could have a made for late night television movie.
Ask any one of the guys here. We're all the same thing. The only difference between them and me is I just say it. I don't have the filter. These guys just
You
as bad
have
as me.
way more gay thoughts than I ever have. I'm just
Well,
saying.
I'm not sexually repressed. I understand
I don't
Why
know.
are you
all
gay?
of sexuality. I choose not to participate in the cocksucking and butt fucking, but I can appreciate that side of things and why people would enjoy that. It's just not for me. And I'm comfortable with that, so therefore I can talk about it. Trev can talk about it just fine. And
If my gal was in here reading her comments, she'd roll her eyes and call us all freaking idiots.
that's the whole
that's
goal
common.
of this thing. Yeah,
Well, she wouldn't be wrong.
exactly.
That's sad, Randy.
Keith the
Forward
pickleball.
those photos of Keith at the pickleball tournament.
Keith who? Keith Too Short?
Was he wearing a shirt?
Why not? Oh my. Boss takes time off, but no one else can. See, my job, it's all computerized. We got this payroll system. I got to go in, fill out the times on the calendar. If I got the time available, then it submits the request, and then it either gets approved or denied.
Did we say hello and welcome to KXM Rock tonight? We're going to say it right now. Welcome in.
KSM Rock.
By the way, KXM Rock, he was asking on the bus, who's going to fill the Saturday night spot? That's going to be us.
Hello.
What has 10 thumbs and takes
We are-
Saturday night?
We're moving the Sunday community jam. It's going to be the Saturday community hang.
Saturday night.
So it's going to be a completely
Saturday
different
Night
show.
Live.
Saturday
Party
Night Live. That's
atmosphere.
right.
Trev's
Saturday
going up.
night.
You remember when that show was good? Saturday
No.
night, I mean.
No. Nope.
I've had a couple of
There
ways.
was some good times there, man. There was.
Of course,
Kurt
back
says
in
that'd be the 44 Qs.
Yeah, there you go.
Yostinator, I'm a UPSer. I get more time off than my bosses.
Good.
Yeah.
Yep.
Hey, look at here. Cindy Rosie is here. Good evening, Cindy. Always good to see you hanging out with us. And welcome.
Apologize
just-
for anything
just-
that may
just-
have been said. And
Just roll your eyes at that guy
of
down there.
idiots.
Yeah, bunch of idiots. The idiot retards. Can you say that word on
Yeah.
YouTube?
Yeah, you can say that. Nobody cares.
If you're referring to yourself,
say that, Randy.
Setting ignition on a dirt bike.
I say
saying
whatever.
it's
'cause
okay.
We're just everybody's playing just a character online here. Well, Jimmy may not be, but
yes, we're all acting. We're playing characters for sure.
Are you saying
let's
Keith
see.
Campbell is short?
I didn't say that.
stack o' dimes.
I've never met Keith personally, so I couldn't tell you how tall he is. You know, I'm not the tallest dude out there either, so.
Yeah, but you're not.
This is true.
Randy's like, all right. Well, we've caught up with the chat. I guess somebody needs to play something.
Ryan didn't struggle to get in and out of that Corvette near like I did.
Nope. See, I'm
to
the
fold yourself into it, or what?
I'm the perfect height for sports cars and motorcycles. You know,
Yeah.
Watch any of the highlights of that Isle of Man TT? What? Holy dynamite!
I didn't.
Those are nuts.
I didn't.
170
I don't know.
miles an hour through the village.
No, that's just insane. It's just, I mean, I love motorcycle racing and
Yeah.
that's just crazy. That's just crazy.
There's that switch in the back
go
that
with
those
that
guys have burnt out
fucking
and
car
thrown
talk.
away.
Yep.
Yep.
Oh, car talk. Randy's out of here.
That was motorcycle talk.
Motorcycle.
That wasn't cars.
I think it still counts.
I don't care.
Motorsports in general.
I had to go back to that today after 2 nice days off.
Wall of cries. Shut up, Wall of cries.
He's your cue.
Right.
Live in
Yeah,
queue.
yeah. All right. Anybody got a track? We ready to play something? We
D
just gonna-
minor.
D minor. D minor.
D minor. Let me know if it's
Dorian or Aeolian?
Set this one up probably. Should have gave it 3 more seconds. That was first time hearing that track for me, I think. Is that the first time you've played it on here?
Yeah, that's new.
Yep.
I could not get my own tune out of my head.
That's
hearing
why I
that.
did what I did for the first 3 notes or first 4 notes.
Oh,
or
I
whatever.
don't think I heard it.
That was
But
my
yeah.
intro. Was your
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's what I kept hearing, and I couldn't get it out of my head to continue to play what I had played on the own tune.
Yeah.
But that was kind of, yeah, it's like, what is it, this one?
Yep. That's awesome. I've got a bunch of stuff buried on here, and I put that one on and I forgot about it, and I heard it when I was previewing. I'm like, that's Ryan's tune.
What's up, Zach? It's pretty close.
Yeah.
It's pretty close. Yeah, I was seeing how the chords fit into what I was going to see if that was the same message. You know. Yeah, that's the chords for the in my tune. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, cool. That was kind of neat. What is
different.
next? What is next? What is next? We got Kevin Brava, formerly known as Peter Stroker. Welcome in.
Jeff
Always
Straker.
good to see you. Let's see. What else is going on? Nothing.
0.
You boys use a lot of modulation, huh? I use some micro pitch and delay.
Yeah, I responded to him in the chat there.
Yep. Helps with stereo. Yep. Not a huge fan, huh?
Not
Shut
a
up, John.
huge fan of the super wetness, right? But there's no other way around it.
I mean, yeah, it helps with the mix of what we're doing, for sure.
It spreads it out, right? And
Uh-oh.
takes some of the edges
Motor
off.
jams.
We
He's got
interrupt this
some,
program for a special news bulletin.
have some breaking news to share with everyone, says Banner. We're all patiently awaiting. Okay, impatiently waiting with bated breath.
Can't type fast enough.
Right? Come on, spit it out.
Speak up!
Okay, he says, one, he who will not be named has been nominated for Twitch Streamer of the Week. More on that later.
2, Kurt just sent me his ball shavings.
Oh, we got some more breaking news. I ended it too quickly. So this was number 1. Number 2, Caleb is out of Under the Bus. It's now just Wolfpack Kurt, Jay, and myself. So it's official. Caleb, no longer a member of Under the Bus Network. I'm assuming more things on his plate, other things that he is investing his time in. We'll wait and see patiently if there is a number 3. More from Boner in the field later.
He didn't say. And finally, to close,
Right. Oh, goodness. Well, that's, it's been a while that we haven't seen, over on the Under the Bus channel, any sign of Caleb. So I guess we all kind of figured he was busy doing other things. What is funny?
Yeah, good for him, man.
Yeah, there you go. There you go. Focusing on his career. Wish him the best of luck. There's only so much time during a day. And, who needs to be wasting it on a Wednesday night goofing around with you guys, There's at least 60 people I know last night that were wasting their time over there on that channel. But, yeah, best of luck to him. And we will see how that continues to progress.
Some wishful thinking. KXM.
Mm-hmm.
Hell yeah.
There's some ideas for you, Kurt and Boner, Mancuda, and Neanderthal.
I mean, from a
Reach out.
occasional Facebook post, I haven't seen anything of Mancuda in a long, long time.
Reach out.
I messaged him a while back. He responded. I think he's really spending as much time with his mom as he can.
Yeah.
Funny dude, that Mancuda.
Nothing wrong with that.
And Paul, I mean, who the fuck doesn't love Paul?
Yeah, he's awesome.
Last time I saw him, he was in Texas eating barbecue.
Oh, he was on under the bus not too long ago.
Mancuda.
I've really been enjoying these. What the heck is that? Echo.
It's Andy or Randy.
No, the fuck it's not.
Is it Jimmy? Must. Just John reached up and he quietly pushed his button. It was John. I saw that.
Previewing a track before there where you guys Neanderthaling on.
Right. All good. I was going to say that I've been enjoying the nines on this guitar. Mm-hmm. It's been over a month since I changed these strings. I've just jinxed myself. They'll probably break.
How's the tuning is holding good?
It's holding excellent. I mean, when you can drop it down to the basement, you know, and I mean, it's not perfect, but yeah,
it's good for rock and roll, man.
It's great, man.
Yeah,
it's great. What are we doing? We've been an hour and 20 minutes so far tonight. We've got cameras going off and all kinds of good stuff. We got 39,000 still here hanging out. Did we say hey to Zach Thong? We did. We saw he run a little late. Good to see you, Zach. So what else is happening? Symmetry is recovered. Trev is good. Mm-hmm. Randy went to Metallica. Jimmy got a carving guitar there. Everybody was oohing and ahhing about in the chat. Mm-hmm. Of course, you had that last show, didn't you?
Yeah, I've had this for...
You've had it for a little while.
A month now. The modification's holding up well. I can dump the bar. And it goes back to tune.
Nice. Ish.
You get your preamp yet?
Preamp.
Jimmy?
Preamp?
Aren't you putting a preamp in that one?
No.
That's the other one with the...
That's the Riot
stripe.
Ah, yeah. Okay.
Now, you were playing the beach, the Biter Beach earlier tonight.
Yep.
Was that the same one you had before, or was that another one?
No, it's just different color now.
Okay, I was like, I seem to remember that being a little lighter color.
Spanish oak.
Spanish. Does it make it sound
Shaving
better?
brush with a Spanish oak handle on it.
No.
No tonal differences with a different color whatsoever.
No.
Uh-oh.
It's not white. Because we all know that white.
Nah, if you had,
Special, according to Billy Corgan.
If you had gone to purple color, then it would have really brought out the tonal capabilities of it, I'm sure. Let's see, Rob is saying maybe sorrow. Maybe. Dan saying, it's my birthday today. Well, happy birthday, Dan.
Your freaking birthday.
Maybe we'll let Dan choose what he wants to hear next. See you, Miles. Have a great one, man.
Cheers,
man. Mark Spurgeon is here. Welcome in. Says I start PT on... Oh, wait. Here we go. It's just in.
Yep.
Mark says I start PT on Monday. I lost motion in both my arms, hands, and fingers.
That's
Yikes.
tough, brother.
That makes it hard to watch porn.
Well, you can watch it just fine. You just...
Yeah. You like the dinosaur with the arms that are like this?
Yeah.
You
Unless you're
guys seen
flexible
that?
like me, you can get the foot involved.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah. Physical therapy, that's always fun.
Yeah.
You're going to move that, and you're going to move it now.
Yep. Stretch it out. Stretch it till it hurts. He says, texting is hard, so I lurk. No issues and no problems with that, man. Yeah, lurk as much as you want. Appreciate you saying hey, letting us know you're here.
Yeah, man.
Cindy says, I heard one the other day I don't hear often. Stormbringer by Deep Purple. Love it.
Stormbringer. Yeah.
Stormbringer.
Yep.
I don't know that I'm familiar with that by name. I've probably heard it, but everybody wishing Dan happy birthday. Right on.
How old are you, Dan? If you don't mind sharing.
Just tell us how old you were when 5150 came out. We'll figure it out.
Not born.
What?
Who?
Oh, Randy said not born.
I was not born when 51. I came along a year later.
Coverdale era of Deep
1987?
Purple.
Jesus.
Was it 87? No.
No,
He said
I
a year
50.
later.
Yeah,
Oh.
I'm 87.
Oh, okay. I got you. Yeah, because
Maybe you were
yeah.
conceived to the song. You never know.
you,
Your pop's a Van Halen fan?
your mom was like, get up and make it work. I was wondering how long that would take.
Get up. Yeah, she's pogo sticking on the old man.
Jesus fucking Christ. Have some goddamn respect. My mother is dead.
So is mine.
Mine is too.
Maybe
so.
they're spooning or scissoring.
My
in heaven.
favorite was
jeez.
like the first couple years after she died, you get all these debt collectors and scammers and shit call you.
Yeah.
And like, yeah, let me go see if I can dig her up for you. You gotta
Yeah.
let me go get the Ouija board out of the box. And they just, what do you mean? Well, she's fucking dead. I don't really know how else you're gonna talk to her.
Wow.
Calling Elvis. Elvis, are you there?
Oh my God, sir, I'm so sorry. I bet you are.
And when you get a chance.
You're welcome, Dan Gorman. I don't know what you're thanking everybody for. Oh, I guess it's Dan's
Is it,
birthday.
everybody telling him it's happy birthday? Yeah.
Asked
Sorry,
him how
look,
old he
dude,
was. He's not sharing.
I'm here physically, and that's about it tonight.
Right. Yeah, I'm kind of phoning it in tonight myself. I just, like I said earlier, just super, super busy. And, you know, it is what it is. But we appreciate everybody in the chat being here.
We're here. We're together.
So 44,000. Right on. Now,
I guess.
Trev, obviously, you know, Randy and I didn't get to watch, you know, most of, I guess the stuff that we watched was when we checked in and we were on panel. So give us a rundown of what your 9 hour, your 9
I
hour
got to go back and rewatch it.
debacle was. I mean, do you even remember?
Some highlights. I remember Ben being there and Matt and Puppy Badass was around for a bit.
Did you dime the Marshall?
I don't think we dimed it. Just kept it at preset levels. Although
Nice.
I did notice the next day that the microphone was way off its axis. Off to the side.
It is loud enough to pick it up. Ah.
It worked.
Yeah. Hey, look at here. We got Fruitcake. Tony is here. Fruitcake Tony, of course, the head maestro over there at Show Me Your Pick, which has ended. There's one final show
Have a
on
party. Oh, there's cake.
Saturday for the grand finale.
Strategy.
So make sure you go down, check out his link, check out that final show. And then we will be jumping right into that spot.
You're gonna be like that last episode of MASH,
Yep.
and then Cheers.
Coffin lid isn't closed yet. We're in.
That's right. That's right. So welcome in, Tony. Always good to see you, man. Hope you're doing well. Andy says, Marathon Man is symmetry. Super symmetry. We got Daniel Berry Sports Highlights is jumping in, saying cheers to everyone. Good to see you.
brother.
Thanks for saying hello. Trev and his iron liver. Zach was in the chat for both live streams when Trev was live streaming. Tell you what,
Zach and Earl should
like-
get together and give us an update on what happened.
it's like the Energizer Bunny. He just kept going and going and going.
I don't know how. I was like, bam, 2 o'clock, bam, 4 o'clock. I'm like, Jesus Christ, where did the day go?
It's funny. I got
Where's
up
all my
and
bourbon?
yeah, I saw you guys, Randy and Ryan, and then Trev. Saw him in the back. Oh, that's interesting. Then I had to run around, do some stuff around the house. I took my son 3 cities away. Came back, looking on. There's Trev.
Trev's still there. Yep.
Went and did the grass or whatever. Came back. There's Trev. Everybody was
says,
having a good time.
All that liquor sweated into his mattress now.
We washed the bedding the next day.
Why does it smell like Jack in here still? It's the sheets.
He pours.
Well, boys, I'm about ready to head on out of here. Should we, since Fruitcake Tony has showed up, I'll do a tune for Fruitcake Tony. I know that he's familiar with this one, and we'll go ahead and we'll get on up.
That's how
There we go. There we go. Get on up.
You got up and then some there.
Yes, sir. Always fun to play those tunes. You don't know the power of the TransTrem Steinberger.
That's what that thing was built for, man. It was built for Eddie Van Halen, I think.
That's right. That's right. I've never heard anybody else use it like he did.
Nope. Gotta
Cheers.
give it to the man.
Well, boys, I am played out for the evening. You guys got anything else going on?
You guys want to jam some more, or are you done?
Why don't y'all do a round? I've only done two rounds.
Want to do one? Randy? Randy, you want
I don't
do
care. It'll stop this pulsating hum in my ears.
One? There you go. Want to do something familiar or something new?
I don't care either way. Hum
Well,
is
John
driving me
will say
insane.
hit it, and y'all hit it.
You playing? Are you sticking for a round?
No, I'll be back though.
Okay, buddy. A minor. Let's give it a shot. B minor, Jimmy. B. Bob. Yeah. B minor, B.
That was abrupt.
It was.
I
Well,
like
it's done.
that
You want to keep going or what? You like that one or no?
I like that one. I like that
Oh,
one.
good, good.
I like B, so
B is fun. I like B2. B3. B4. I heard Jimmy hit a low note there, and I'm like, what the hell kind of tuning is he in there? He's like, ooh.
who's got the lawnmower running?
That's my kid.
Oh, good job, kid.
Why don't we,
Put him to work.
damn rights. Let's do one more. Are you guys into it or no?
A minor?
A minor.
You know which one.
You know which one. Let's get Randy going here.
on, boys. Very nice. Sounding great from out front and here on the panel. Awesome.
I love that one, man.
It's cool. It's a cool one. It's a cool one. Well, going to say thank you to everybody that joined us in the chat tonight. We still got 26 here watching. Thank you for sticking it out. If you're back for the replay, thank you. Be sure to hit a thumbs up for us. If you're not subscribed, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. It's free. And tell your friends. We need some more subs.
Subarino.
So that's going to be it for tonight. Thank you again to everybody in the chat that joined us, and we will see everybody for Sunday's Community Jam. It will be the final Sunday Community Jam.
Right.
Before we move over to Saturday nights on the 14th. I believe it's the 14th, isn't it? Let's see. Yeah. Next Saturday, the 14th, we're going to have our Saturday Community Hang. It'll be an open panel. Anybody will be welcome to jump on. It'll be a 9 o'clock start. Yep. And as long as you got a camera.
Beverages. Yep. Bring your
beverages. Bring your camera. As long as you're not, porn bombing us or anything, we'll get you on the panel and we'll just hang out.
Ski here and there's okay.
You got to be choosy who you let on the panel. I saw in the chat earlier too, Zach, was like one of the highlights of the marathon stream was Mr. Smith came on and played some drums. Like, oh yeah, that's right. I remember that.
Yeah.
You mentioned that, Zach.
Yep. Right on. Cool. So don't have to have a guitar if you just want to jump on the panel Saturday night and hang out with us. Have a shot or two. It'll be a party, and we'll see everybody at that time. But Sunday's Community Jam will be next, and that will be 5 p.m. Eastern this Sunday, and that will be our final Sunday Community Jam. So thank you to everybody for being here tonight, and we will see you next time around. So we will say, see ya. Adios, bye, later, next time. Yep, all that good stuff. So some final parting words from somebody that knew what they were talking about. We'll see.
Eddie Van Halen here, telling you, keep playing, man. Gotta keep playing. It's the only thing there is. Music, man. Keep playing. All right?